Hello?
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to next. Let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommend, now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the expanded list of available options. You can import your team builder created teams and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals.
So I'm going to be Navy, and in the SEC, I'm trying to win the national championship. And I put in a whole bunch of ranked teams, and the only one that is not ranked is Navy.
It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. On the other hand, lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is yours. Time to figure out where on the coaching staff. Now for the fun part. Here you'll create. Congratulations. It's time to sign your first coaching contract. Now pay attention to the expectations of the role. Failing to meet the university's expectations will land you on the hot seat and potentially looking for a new job when the coaching carousel rolls around.
Hello, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subs. He's the only one that's not ranked. Do you have any favorite team?
Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the SEC, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
I hope all is well.
The Judicials have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And then the national championship. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Handoff to the fullback. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game. The offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. At the 35, he's loose. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
That's got to make you feel good offensively. The first game of the year, and early you're able to break off a long run. We know for them, they take pride in their ability running the football, and they're getting that established early this season.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Sticks it in his belly. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sends it back in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Big fullback's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Coming up, fourth down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. The give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman. They draw first blood, and it's exactly what you want.
How's it going?
The season with a drive like that.
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Judicial's offense has the ball for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches
tonight. So I appreciate everybody that's liked, subscribed.
Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type thing.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time. Out on the perimeter of the field, still he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Hauls it in at the 25, and he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down goes at the 22.
8 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We reached the break, and Navy hold lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period.
Hi, how are you doing today? Hello.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Navy.
The midshipmen will try to convert on 3rd down as we open this period. Wants to throw. It's Horvat. Got it in the middle. It's Kent. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Unloads it left. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the option. To squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Nowhere to go with him down. He goes at the 39.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
And Navy will go back on the attack. their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
But you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Now the play fake. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab on the shot. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Boy, last year was a massive success for the Mids under Coach Brian Newberry. They won 10 games. The thrilling comfort behind victory in the bowl against Oklahoma, and the future looks bright.
It does look bright, and it's Drew Cronick in this offense, man. It's so different. They show the spread principles while still keeping the beautiful wing tee that everybody loves. So the variation on offense, Palmer, it made them even harder to stop a year ago.
Yeah, it really is a bit of a hybrid in a lot of ways. It used to be tough just when it was the regular triple option, and now you've got some different elements.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get it.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the sword. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one.
Unloads it downfield. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start the drive. Read option left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
On the option. Past the first down marker and still running. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Judicials with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for
Hi, how you doing today?
to take the lead before halftime.
Have a good night.
The Judicials are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Could you please
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
What are you looking tonight?
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they'll get it down inside the 5 of this offense powering toward a score. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And that is no good.
I really appreciate it.
It's still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Looking to pass. It's Horvath. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say,
is there anything that you would like to see in the video?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A strike downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll run the option. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Looking downfield on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the grab. It's Smith. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Navy.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Hi, how are you doing today? You having a good night?
To the air, it's Horvath. Oh, they're after him. Grab near the marker. It's Kent. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Navy Marine Corps Memorial.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
I put Navy in the SEC.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway.
From a lot of ranked teams.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they breathe down at the 12-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Gets the back moving. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a gap. It's made. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense doing its job again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing a third down situation, likely to be a pass. Both defenses have played a really good football game so far.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got there so fast. Pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Got his man on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Let's go. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing right. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And now this offense will take the field again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quick handoff. Finding an escape route. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
To the air on first down. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
Hello, how are you doing?
amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're going to run it. It's O'Neal. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. Occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it often, but when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give them the football.
It's 1st and 10
Are you having a good night?
38-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for a man. It's Horvat. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
It's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Leaves it with the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Hi, how you doing?
They'll go to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Run it with the fullback. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the third. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. The give to the big fullback. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Tackle at the 44-yard line. And now, a fourth down.
They're risking giving up prime field position as they go for it on 4th and long from the 44. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Goes to the option. The pitch. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and
it's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Navy! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. He still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now this offense is back on the field, and they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this junior quarterback. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle. And you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the judicials come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
The throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Judicials will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got his man on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They want to throw it. Here's a hit. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I love the pass rush here by the defense. 2 straight plays with their backs against the wall. Does not get better than that.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they're able to get him on the ground. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Looking to the big tight end. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, midshipman! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Man, the offense rolls the dice. They want 6. They choose not to kick a field goal. They choose to be aggressive. And, man, do they make a big mistake. Throw the football, intercepted. Not only that, he takes it all the way back to the house. What a momentum swing in this football game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's O'Neal. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Hi, how are you doing?
Back to pass. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd
Thank
and
you for
long,
viewing
trying
my
to have a
video.
big completion here. Complete in the middle. The
Not
offense
much.
will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Judicials will snap it on 1st and 10.
I just started this YouTube channel.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads to the wideout.
Thank you so much.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
I have a video out tomorrow. Everyone's pick up the worst quarterback in the NFL and be him for the whole until I win a Super Bowl.
and Navy will go back on the attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Who are your guys' favorite teams?
Gets the back moving. He'll ride his man on the option. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And they're kind of going to their closure now, right? Like, they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Thanks for stopping by. Is there any content you guys like to see?
Just going to keep it after the snap. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I made this channel to honor my friend that passed away from cancer. I hope everybody's having a good night.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another SEC rival, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. Creates a little room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The inside handoff. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back on was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most. There's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession and force a field goal.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And the point after is good. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Navy's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Dropping back, it's Horvat. He fires one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Lots of room to run. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here comes the Navy offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Navy.
The midshipmen trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. They'll send the back in motion.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Here's the punt, and it is not a very good one. A short punt. He will signal for the fair catch after a disastrous punt. And this is great news coming up for the offense. So here comes the Michigan offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Cleescorn. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They'll run the toss. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Now on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
I hope you are having a good night.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays, exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just...
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And here comes the money down for this offense. Third down execution.
You have a favorite team?
You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And Navy will go back on the attack. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship.
I hope the chat is working.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
And you have sent me something.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Motion from the back. The toss sweep to the right. Creates a little space. Bounced off his feet. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short.
I'm not getting any messages.
Running back searching for a hole. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, Dave.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Let's go. Looking for space. It's Haynes. He'll try to take it back. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Look out, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be dragged down.
I'm going to drive every
And
night.
here comes the Navy offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown before this first half closes out.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense got it. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Michigan. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Leonard. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air, it's Horvat. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Leonard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Navy's offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, Dave, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan.
It's in the game.
Hello?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Need a ncaa26 says suggested pass.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And able to get this out to the 25.
How are you doing?
Great. Set. Anyone else?
There you go.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Man open left side is Brown.
Hey, hi, YouTube.
Gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down up near the 40-yard line.
For Eagles, first down.
Throwing is Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. He's got Smith here. Yet another completion here in his opening drive, and he's now perfect 4-4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not
hey, how you doing today?
Line. The windows are so tight. You just don't want to force it in there because
check out my channel.
Picked off.
2nd and 10.
Great. Set.
From the gun, it's Hurts. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
I'm playing Madden online.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
In our first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Here's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And from the 15, they're able to work this.
Hope you're having a good night.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for LA. 51 yards. On the ground, this is Amari and Hampton. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A run once more with Hampton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The Chargers 1st down.
On 1st down, hits Hampton. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
Obviously, a big play is needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. But what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Hampton. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Great, set.
Back to throw here. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles' 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
It's Barkley on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. But they will finally get it down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
Hello.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now he'll tuck, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I hope you're having a good night.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
A loss of 13 yards. It's second
Well,
down.
that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Great, set. Trim.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 56 yards. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter, almost like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton, 72 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Come on.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
63-60.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about